Just talk a little bit about development here. What is Gauteng doing, in fact, in the townships?
We're working on investing in the revitalization of our townships, such as Soweto. This 128 worth of a project is intended single-sex hostels and create a mixed human settlement, and it is part of a bigger development within the precinct of Jabulani, where we have the Jabulani Hospital that is now almost complete. You've got the Jabulani amphitheater that has also been converted. It's going to be a state-of-the-art, first ever a theater in a township, and we have the Jabulani Mall, and further west of this particular area you've got Lufereni with 24,000 units that we are developing. And this is actually, amongst others, our attempt of creating new cities and towns and making sure that where we have had older townships, we revitalize and we do away with apartheid development patterns.
Now, Premier, just looking at the units here and talking 4,100, Lufereni, not far from where we are, but the infrastructure going there also requires investment as well.
Part of what is happening now, there's going to be in this financial year 2012-2013, there's going to be an expansion of the road that comes into Jabulani and moving towards Lufereni. There is also an upgrade in terms of bulk infrastructure, because as you develop an area like this, you have to also put new infrastructure. So the spin-offs are also for the older township of Soweto, because we have to also upgrade our bulk infrastructure. The most important thing, we have moved away from a one-size-fits-all. We have diverse housing products that we are providing for diverse individuals based on their own needs and their own income brackets.
Yeah, it takes time though. So as we unveil here, as you accommodate people here, there's also the challenge to make sure that you don't have the situation where people say, we've been on the waiting list, but other people just come in and they jump the queue and stuff like that.
That's why we're working on a block-by-block approach. This particular project is not only for the hostel residents, including communities in the neighboring area. The same as we have said about Lufereni, it will be people from the backyards of Soweto, as well as from the informal settlement in Protea South. Secondly, the other important thing, as I'm saying, we're not just doing giveaways, because the waiting list has been a challenge, because everybody was assumed to be a person who qualifies for an RDP house. But we know other people want rental accommodation because they've got alternative accommodation elsewhere. Others want to live with their families. Others want to rent with an option to buy. And hence the participation of the financial institutions into this particular scheme. So our subsidy has been expanded because of this particular partnership, but also our understanding of our own beneficiaries has also been quite good.
Also understanding the beneficiaries, some of them in Protea might say, I've been living in a backyard. Now I'm getting a unit in Jabulani, but I want to rent that unit out and continue to live in the backyard in Protea.
What we're not encouraging to people is for them to sell the property, or to actually do what you are proposing. The law actually requires that for a period of 6 years, especially when you've got a giveaway house, you are not allowed to sell that particular property. If you have actually graduated from the income bracket that you are in, you have to communicate with your local authority so that then you can be given another option, so that then we don't also distort the demands in the market. And that's one of the things that we really want communities to work together with us. And also an appreciation that if you are in the rental stock, you have to pay for accommodation and you have to pay for your services. And we are going to have community structures here that are going to look after these particular areas for maintenance and all those things, just as it happens in your gated communities in the northern suburbs.
Premier, just finally, because conversations like this are also a marketing instrument. Now somebody sitting outside Gauteng says, no, but that's attractive. Now I want to go to Gauteng, and your waiting list continues to grow.
One of the things that we don't want to wish away as Gauteng is the fact that we are a province of migrants. People come here for various reasons, for economic opportunities and so forth. But when you come, you have to present yourself to your local authority so that you can know the kind of programs that are there. Don't invade the land illegally, because that on its own is not going to be a solution to your needs. Work together with your local municipality, and through that you'll be given where options are, including affordable rental accommodation.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you to you. The Premier of Gauteng is Nomvula Makonyane, joining us this morning, talking a little bit about what's happening with this development here in Jabulani.